One wrong move when buying a home in 2025 could cost you thousands or more if you are not careful. In this video, I'm breaking down the top mistakes buyers are making right now and how to avoid them. As a realtor for the Sean Cleary team, I've helped first-time homebuyers and clients purchase homes, and these are the pitfalls you don't want to walk into. It's easy to fixate on the price tag of a home, $400,000, $500,000, whatever the number is. But the real question is, what does it actually cost you each month? In 2025, the answer is more complicated than ever. Between rising insurance premiums, fluctuating interest rates, property taxes, HOA dues, flood insurance in coastal areas, and even PMI if you're putting less than 20% down. It's not just about what you buy a house for, it's about what it's going to cost you to live in it. For example, two homes that are priced exactly the same could have drastically different monthly costs depending on where they're located and what expenses come with them. One might have a high HOA fee and be in a flood zone, while the other might have lower taxes and insurance but be further from work or school, increasing your transportation costs. These are all real factors that impact your monthly budget, and a lot of buyers don't account for them until it's too late, of course. Even things like the age of the home, energy efficiency, and maintenance history can affect what you'll spend month to month. A newer home with modern insulation and a new roof might save you hundreds a month compared to an older home that needs constant repairs or has outdated systems that eat up your utility bills. The smarter move: start your search with a monthly payment range, not just a purchase price. Work backward from what you're comfortable spending per month, including everything, not just principal and interest, and use that to guide your home search. A house that looks ideal on paper might be far more expensive once you add everything up. And in today's market, where hidden costs can add up fast, overlooking this step could stretch your budget way beyond what you planned for. That's not a situation you want to realize after closing. A lot of buyers make the mistake of jumping into home shopping without ever sitting down with a lender. It is one of the fastest ways to waste time and set yourself up for disappointment. In 2025, with stricter lending standards and shifting interest rates, assuming you know what you can afford just isn't good enough. You need clarity up front. Without a pre-approval from a lender, you're basically guessing. And if you find a home that you love, but you haven't done the financial prep yet, you'll likely lose it to someone who has. Sellers and their agents want offers that are solid, serious, and backed by a lender, especially in competitive markets like Charleston. Not being pre-approved can make your offer dead on arrival. But beyond just getting pre-approved, you also need to get real about your budget. What the bank says you can afford and what you're actually comfortable spending each month aren't always the same thing. A lender might approve you for $600,000, but if that means you'll be eating ramen noodles and stressing about unexpected expenses, is that really the right number? Getting pre-approved gives you your ceiling. Knowing your budget gives you your sweet spot. And when you know both, you can shop confidently, making fast decisions and avoid falling for homes that would leave you financially stretched. It also lets you factor in all real-world costs we talked about earlier, like insurance, taxes, and maintenance, so you're not blindsided after you moved in. The good news is, you don't have to figure this out alone. We work with a handful of trusted local lenders who can walk you through the numbers, help you understand what you can realistically afford, and make sure you're not losing purchase power by making the wrong assumptions. Having the right financing partner from the start can be the difference between winning your dream home or watching someone else move in. One of the biggest misconceptions buyers have in 2025 is thinking the market is totally cooled down. Yes, it's changed since the frenzy of 2021 and 2022, but that doesn't mean it's slow or easy. The reality is, the good homes, the ones that are well priced, in great condition, or in desirable areas, are still moving very quickly. And buyers who aren't prepared to act fast are missing out. In fact, in 2024 in Charleston, we saw that homes that didn't require price reductions, meaning they weren't overpriced, sold in an average of just 5 days from when they hit the market. What we're seeing now is a different kind of competition. It's not 50 offers on day one, but it's still multiple buyers circling the best homes, and the ones who understand how to navigate this market are winning. The mistake many people make is waiting too long to see a property, trying to negotiate too hard in the wrong situations, or just not realize that even with higher interest rates, demand is still strong for homes that check the right boxes. Another issue, assuming you have the time. In Charleston, especially certain neighborhoods, the price points are still incredibly competitive. If a home is priced right and shows well, you can bet there's already someone else scheduling a tour and getting pre-approved or preparing an offer. Hesitating by even a day can mean it's already gone. The key is having the right mindset going in. That doesn't mean rushing into a decision or overpaying out of fear, but it does mean being ready to move when the right opportunity comes. And part of that is knowing the market, understanding what a fair offer looks like, and having a plan in place before you even walk through the door. I remember one time when I was working with one of my buyer clients, and a home came onto market, and we were able to win against multiple offers and get it under contract in under 12 hours from when it hit the market. This is where having the right team around you really matters. I help my clients understand the pace of the market and how to navigate it strategically. That way, when the right home comes along, they're not just ready, they're confident. And in today's market, That confidence can be the difference between landing your dream home and watching it go to someone else. A lot of buyers think they'll save money by skipping the realtor and going straight to the listing agent, or trying to do it all on their own. But in most cases, that decision actually costs more than it saves. Buying a home is a complex process, especially in 2025, and having the right representation on your side isn't just helpful, it's critical. What many people don't realize is that the listing agent works for the seller. Their job is to get the best deal for the seller, not for you. If you're unrepresented, you're essentially negotiating against someone who does this every day with no one in your corner. That can lead to overpaying, missing red flags during inspections, or getting locked into terms that don't serve you. A good buyer's agent does far more than just open doors. We help you evaluate pricing, identify potential issues, navigate financing, make strong offers, and negotiate repairs and terms that actually protect your interests. We also know what's coming soon, what's worth seeing, and what's better left alone. In a market like Charleston, where many of the best homes never even hit the public market, that insight makes a massive difference. And here's something else most buyers don't know. In the majority of transactions, the buyer's agent commission is paid out of the seller's proceeds, not directly out of the buyer's pocket. That means you get professional representation, market expertise, and the negotiating power without having to come up with extra cash just to have someone on your side. It's one of the few situations in real estate where you can have an expert working for you and you're not the one footing the bill. Trying to go it alone may seem smart at first, but it often leads to costly mistakes, unnecessary stress, and missed opportunities. Having the right agent on your team protects your interests, saves you time, and helps you buy with confidence from start to finish. If you're thinking about buying a home in 2025, avoiding these mistakes is only half of the battle. You also need access to the right opportunities. I work with more pre-market properties than any other agent in Charleston, which means my clients see homes that others don't. If you're ready to make your move or just want to explore your options, reach out anytime. I'd love to help you find the right home, the right way. That being said, as a member of the Sean Cleary team, we want to earn your business. So use the link in the description of this video to quickly schedule a brief call so we can best understand your needs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.